Not creeping up on
Yes,
you.
he was.
Do you want to get it's private, so if you'd like to get off, that'd be great.
Welcome to Cop Core Network, where we put misconduct on display, explore police and legal matters, protect rights, and demand accountability. This episode is brought to us by Yardley Ski Auditing. Be sure to check out the link below, subscribe to his channel, and give him the credit he deserves. Yardley Ski is filming in the car park at Kent Police Station when an inspector steps in and immediately attempts to move him on, behaving as though he has no right to be there. No clear rule is identified. No proper explanation is offered. Only pressure to make him leave. Other officers soon join in with the same approach, supporting the instruction without contributing anything that genuinely justifies it. The entire encounter begins to feel less like the lawful exercise of police powers and more like an attempt to rely on numbers and authority to achieve compliance, an approach that quickly falls apart when challenged and raises serious questions about whether the officers involved truly understand the limits of their own powers.
This is the police premises here.
Is it?
You're on police property here.
Am I?
Yeah.
I'm in a car park.
Yeah, it's part of the police station.
Yeah, it's public.
It's not, I'm afraid.
Yeah, go on then, show me different.
Right, I'm going to ask you to leave again.
Section 33 under the Criminal Justice Act 1972 gives me public accessibility to the car park.
No, I'm afraid this is a private area.
Where does it say it's private?
Police station.
Where does it?
I'll ask you to come back out onto the main public area where I'm more than happy to talk to you.
Okay, so you are?
I'm Inspector Creed.
Okay.
To ask the public to remain on the
Yeah,
public
there's no
area.
signage. There's no signage. There's nothing blocking me
Well, you've
from
just
stopping
come-
me from walking round.
Well, there is a barrier there.
Yeah, that's for
and there's
cars.
a fence there.
That's for cars. I didn't jump over anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there anything I can help you with at all?
Yeah, you can stop abusing my rights and let me film.
The inspector takes a forceful approach from the outset, acting as though his instructions alone should be sufficient to remove Yardley Ski from the area without pointing to any legal basis for doing so. Yardley refers to Section 33 of the Criminal Justice Act, highlighting the importance of clearly defined restrictions when it comes to designated sites. That distinction matters because genuinely restricted areas cannot simply be declared as such in the moment. They must already exist within an established legal framework. The inspector chooses not to engage with that point at all, suggesting that his focus is not on the legal position itself. Then there is the obvious issue of signage. There are no notices indicating that Yardley is prohibited from being in that location. No warnings, no restrictions, and no information suggesting access is limited. That absence significantly weakens the inspector's position because where restrictions are not clearly communicated, they cannot simply be invented on the spot. Rather than addressing these concerns directly, he continues repeating the same unsupported assertion.
It says there, vehicle gate. Pedestrians must use designated access gate only. Well, I'm a pedestrian, and basically that's telling
like
me.
getting through.
No, I didn't say that I'm going through, but it's not prohibiting me.
As part of our insurance reasons, as well as the security of the site, we don't allow members of the public on here. So that's why I'm asking you to leave and move out onto the public area.
Well, I'm going to decline because it's a car park. It's an open car park.
Okay.
Please don't creep up on me.
Not creeping up on
Yes,
you.
he was.
Do you want to get it's private, so if you'd like to get off, that'd be great.
Excuse me, Inspector.
That'd be great.
These are your
Private-
guys.
Is this private property?
These are your guys.
Private property.
Listen.
Would you like to go?
Step away from me, please.
No, I'd like you to move off.
Step away from me, please.
Area.
Step away from me, please. From me,
Just take a
please.
step back a second.
Exactly. Take a step back a second. Step away.
Right. Sir,
Step away. No, this guy is escalating the situation. What's your name?
explained
What's your name? What's your name?
DC 30,000.
Who?
30,000.
Yeah,
My
a little bit
number
like
is
Andre,
DC
yeah?
30,000. 30000.
Okay, that's your shoulder collar, yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
The inspector then begins reaching for alternative justifications. Insurance concerns, security issues, anything that sounds persuasive enough to support the instruction already given. Yet none of these explanations represent legal powers, and their introduction creates the impression that he is searching for reasons rather than relying upon one that genuinely exists. At best, these are internal considerations rather than enforceable restrictions against a member of the public standing in an open area. More officers soon arrive, and one immediately moves into close proximity with Yardley, appearing to use physical presence as a means of encouraging compliance. In doing so, The encounter shifts away from conversation and towards intimidation. The situation escalates to the point where the inspector is forced to instruct his own colleague to step back, a moment that speaks volumes. Even he recognizes that boundaries are beginning to be crossed. When officers within the same team need to rein each other in, it ceases to resemble controlled and measured policing. Instead, it reflects a loss of composure.
Okay, show me your warrant card.
They don't have to show you a warrant card.
All right, then show me what? Show me some ID then.
You're speaking to me.
No. He came up to me, and you saw how aggressive he came up to me.
You are with me.
Excuse me, Inspector.
I have asked you
I was talking to you, and then this guy, DC 3000, come up to me in an aggressive manner.
Why?
So you step away.
What
Otherwise,
I need you to do now
identify yourself.
Is before this
Inspector, I'm asking him to
escalates,
identify himself. You saw how
he's
threatening.
given you-
No, he came towards me in a
you his
threatening manner.
identification.
He hasn't.
He hasn't
No,
threatened
he
you.
hasn't shown me no
but he's
identification,
threatened you.
Inspector. Yes, you're going to identify yourself and show me your warrant card.
I've explained to you who I am.
No, you're in plain clothes. Right, don't come up to me and threaten me like that. I don't know who you are. How many people am I talking to?
Me.
Yeah?
Hello.
Well, actually, I was talking to the inspector,
just-
so all you guys
No,
just step
just one
away.
thing. Can I
Step
help you?
away, everybody.
Colleagues, if I can ask you just to move back.
Yeah, just go, bye, go.
So,
Slide.
right.
Yardley requests to see the detective constable's warrant card, a perfectly reasonable request under the circumstances. Yet the response only deepens concerns about transparency. Rather than presenting it clearly, the officer angles it away from the camera, while the inspector supports this approach by insisting that he is under no obligation to show it. That position is difficult to justify. Professional guidance emphasizes the importance of officers identifying themselves appropriately when interacting with the public, particularly during encounters of this nature. Treating that responsibility as optional rather than routine undermines public confidence. Another officer then attempts to involve themselves in the situation, only for the inspector to direct them to step back as well. Once again, this highlights a manner in which the interaction is being managed. When multiple officers require intervention from a supervising officer to prevent matters from escalating further, it is difficult to characterize the approach as calm or professional. Instead, it creates the impression of a group pushing the boundaries of acceptable conduct while leadership attempts to regain control after fact.
We've been speaking for a little while now, so what I would like you
I
to
do
do...
not want these people around me.
My colleagues,
Well, I'm not going nowhere until they... No.
A number of my colleagues now getting involved.
Well,
and
then
they've got
tell
other
them to
things
go.
be doing.
Tell them to go,
So what I would
Inspector.
like you to
Inspector,
do
please
is
tell
walk
them
with
to go.
me onto the public area.
Tell them to go first.
No, I'm not going to tell them to
Why?
go.
Section 4A, yeah? Public order. Yeah, I think so. Okay? So, don't turn around and start saying that it's down to me. Tell these guys to slide away.
Colleagues, they are police employees.
Yeah.
They are entitled
And they
to
don't
be
have to
within the
identify
police
themselves,
station.
no?
No, because you're on a police station.
Okay, they don't have to identify themselves.
No.
They do. Yes, they do. It doesn't matter where I am. They have to
haven't
identify
identified
themselves.
yourself.
I don't need to. Yeah.
In removing you from the
What,
private
forcibly?
area. Yes.
Didn't you say you wasn't going to forcibly remove me?
I do not wish to.
Might as well stop unless you're going to forcibly remove me.
I'm not going to forcibly remove you.
Okay.
for anything.
Trespass is a civil matter.
There are
okay.
signs up
Where? Show me.
over there where I'm pointing.
The inspector attempts to justify his position by arguing that Yardley should leave because his own colleagues are becoming involved, a response that says a great deal about how the situation is being handled. Rather than managing the conduct of those officers, responsibility is shifted onto Yardley as though he has become the problem. Yardley then raises Section 4A of the Public Order Act. While that provision sets a relatively high threshold, it nevertheless introduces a legitimate point for consideration. Being surrounded, pressured, and repeatedly challenged in this manner could reasonably leave an individual feeling harassed or distressed. Yet the officers appear unwilling to engage with that possibility. When asked why they have not properly identified themselves, the inspector's explanation only compounds the issue. He suggests that such identification is unnecessary because they are at a police station or because Yardley has not provided his own details. Neither explanation accurately reflects the professional standards expected of officers engaging with members of the public. Linking their obligation to identify themselves with Yardley's actions demonstrates a concerning misunderstanding of those expectations.
And says what? What does it say?
It says this is Kent Police property.
Yeah. But it doesn't matter.
Okay.
It's still,
There's
it's
also
still
a barrier
public. It's
and a
accessible.
fence.
It's accessible.
Okay.
Your guideline states that You should leave me alone. Wait.
I'm fully aware of the guidelines.
Okay, you are fully aware of the guidelines?
Yes.
Trespass is a civil matter.
I am aware of that.
Okay.
Obviously, I would need your full details to be able to move that forward, and you've refused to give those to me, haven't you?
You're telling me that
Right.
I can't
This
stay
is now
here?
the last time I'm going to ask you if there's anything I can do to help you before I ask my colleagues to assist in removing you from police premises.
Come on then, let's go. Let's walk to where you tell me that there's
Okay?
signage.
It's over this way, please.
Identify yourself as
Mate,
well.
I'm good.
Do you want to identify yourself as well? Nah, no identification. Inspector, you run a shoddy lot here.
Yardley sets out the position clearly. Existing guidance permits filming in public settings. And even if trespass were relevant, it would ordinarily constitute a civil matter rather than something officers could enforce in the manner being attempted here. That clarification should have brought the encounter to a close. Instead, it is disregarded entirely, revealing a troubling disconnect between policy and practice. When an individual demonstrates a stronger understanding of the applicable guidance than those attempting to enforce restrictions against him, and that guidance is nevertheless ignored, serious questions arise. What is perhaps most striking is the rigidity of the officer's approach. There is no willingness to reconsider their position, no meaningful attempt to reflect upon the points being raised. Only a determination to persist regardless of the information placed before them. The encounter increasingly becomes a numbers game. More officers, greater pressure, and an amplified presence, all directed towards securing a result that remains difficult to justify. In the end, Yardley chooses to leave, not because the officers were correct, but because they refused to move from their position. That is the central takeaway from this incident. When an individual acting lawfully walks away simply to bring an encounter to an end, it does not validate the conduct of the officers involved. Instead, it highlights just how unreasonable their approach had become. That's it for today's video. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps me continue with my independent coverage. Also, don't forget to check out Yardley's Ski Auditing. His channel is linked in the description below, so be sure to show him some support. Thanks for watching. This was Cop Core Network, and I'll see you in the next one.